Hello and welcome back to another breaking news update. My name is Jimmy Boyd and you are watching Boyd News. I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. I've got some breaking news coming out here for you. So I want to bring you an update in regards to this potential upcoming strike on Israel. So we do know that Iran is preparing to strike Israel at a moment's notice due to an Israeli airstrike on an Iranian consulate building in Damascus, Syria, the capital, on Monday. So this strike killed two top IRGC Quds Force commanders and also five officers. So Iran is wanting to retaliate, and I want to bring you an update because I put a video out yesterday saying that Iran's ready to go. They have been preparing, and they've already done their ceremony for these fallen commanders that have been killed and the officers. So Iran is ready to strike. And we have Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah in this photo coming out and warning as well that this Iranian response to the alleged Israeli strike is definitely coming, is what he said. And he's also warning as well that this war is at a turning point. And if you weren't aware, Hezbollah and Israel have been clashing at their northern border of Israel for about, I don't know, 4 or 5 months now, basically since October, when Israel announced that they were going to be entering the Gaza Strip to go after Hamas. So the Hezbollah leader here also is warning that they have not used their main weapons in the 6 months of clashes with Israel. Okay, so they've got much more sophisticated weaponry. We know that they've got well over 100,000 active troops that they could call up and go to war with Israel. So I think this is going to be a major strike, and there could be a potential here of some sort of ground attack too, is what I'm thinking. I think Hezbollah will activate their forces 100% and launch a major attack on Israel. It's very possible. What time will tell. We'll have to see if that actually will happen. But we do know that Hezbollah has very sophisticated weaponry, okay? They're one of the most powerful proxies in the Middle East in terms of Iran, okay? So this is probably going to be big, okay? If Hassan Nasrallah is coming out and saying this as well, more than likely they're going to launch a major attack on Israel. So we'll have to see throughout the coming days. Like I said, we have intelligence that within the next week, Iran could launch their attack on Israel. So I want to show you this. This is on the Times of Israel. Nasrallah says Iranian response to alleged Israeli strike is definitely coming. And it says here, the head of Lebanon's Hezbollah terror group said on Friday that Israel's alleged strike on Iran's consulate in Damascus this week marked a turning point and said that an Iranian response was definitely coming. The Damascus strike on Monday killed 7 Islamic Revolutionary Guards Corps members, among them a senior Quds Force commander, Brigadier General Mohammad Reza Zahedi. Iran has vowed revenge. Zahedi was reportedly responsible for the Quds Force operations in Syria and Lebanon for Iranian militias there, and for ties with Hezbollah, and thus the most senior commander of Iranian forces in the two countries. The IRGC is a U.S. designated terrorist organization. Iran-backed Hezbollah has said it supports Iran's right to punish Israel, and in televised remarks on Friday, Hassan Nasrallah said the response was coming. Be certain, be sure, that the Iranian response to the targeting of the consulate in Damascus is definitely coming against Israel. So we know for sure, like I said yesterday, I put out that update stating that that Iran was prepared to launch their attack. They are ready to go. They've been mobilizing their forces. They have multiple proxies throughout the Middle East that have been mobilizing as well. That's why I think this attack is going to be really big. And then we also had the Iran Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei coming out just yesterday and saying that Israel's days are coming to an end. Okay, so what do you think that means? What do you think that kind of a threat means? I'll let you figure that out. So Nasrallah warned Friday his group has not yet used its main weapons in nearly 6 months of cross-border exchanges with Israel since the Gaza war began with Hamas attacked Israel, killing some 1,200 people, most of them civilians, and taking 253 hostages. We have not employed our main weapons yet, nor have we used our main forces, Nasrallah said in the televised speech, marking Quds Jerusalem Day, an annual day of pro-Palestinian rallies held by Iran and its allies. Excuse me. So he says here They have not used their main weapons nor their main forces. So they have not deployed the majority of the forces that they have. And like I said, I know for sure they've got well over 100,000 strong just with Hezbollah alone. Okay, so this could be a major attack that they launch on Israel's northern border. And again, they have not deployed their main weapons, is what he's stating here. So they could have much more sophisticated weaponry, much more powerful missiles, ballistic missiles, whatever. Normally, what I've been seeing Hezbollah launching in Israel is mostly anti-tank rockets and smaller rockets that they'll launch into Israel. Most of them get shot down or taken down by the Iron Dome. Some of them make it into northern Israel, but they haven't used anything extreme yet. Okay, so Israel has braced itself for the possibility of a retaliatory attack, canceling leave for all combat units and mobilizing more troops for air defense units. Goes on to say here, speaking to Israeli forces at an air base on Friday, Defense Minister Yoav Gallant said Israel was attacking enemies wherever it decided to do so. It could be in Damascus and it could be in Beirut, he said. The enemy is badly hit in all places and therefore is looking for ways to respond. We are ready with multi-layered defense. So that's another thing, is Israel is preparing right now. Apparently they're ready to go as well. They've got a majority of their troops called up to defend the country. They've got lots of air defenses activated, and they're doing everything they can to thwart this attack that is potentially coming by Iran. Until now, Iran has avoided directly entering the fray while supporting a slew of attacks on Israeli and U.S. targets by its proxies across the region in Lebanon, Syria, Yemen, and Iraq. Diplomats and analysts say Iran's clerical elite does not want an all-out war with Israel or the U.S. that might endanger its grip on power, and would prefer to keep using its proxies to carry out selective tactical attacks on foes. On Friday, an Israeli strike on the town of Marjayun killed 3 Amal fighters, according to security and medical sources. So I just want to note here too that, what will we see? Will we see a proxy attack? Will we see Hezbollah and maybe the Houthis or the Islamic Resistance of Iraq or the IRGC Quds Force in Syria launching attacks? I think it'll be simultaneously multiple groups throughout many countries here, maybe even Jordan. Okay, Jordan's right next to Israel, and we do know, we had word the other day that a drone was launched from Jordan and targeted the town of Eilat, which is in Israel on the southern border. So are we going to see a major attack here from all these proxies, or are we going to see Iran directly launch ballistic missiles from their territory? Because if they do that, this will draw Iran into the conflict. Not that they're not already involved, but the difference here is that what they mostly use is their proxies. So that way, it justifies that, hey, it wasn't us and Iran that directly did this. It was these proxy groups in Lebanon or Iraq or Syria or the Yemen Houthis. It was them doing it, not us. And then it kind of shields them from being attacked on their own territory. Not that that couldn't happen, that Israel couldn't strike Iran, right? But yeah, we'll have to see what's going to happen here. This is going to get very interesting over the next few days leading up to the next week. And we could see a major attack on Israel, maybe even on their own territory, their airfields. Because like I said, that major warning to me is Ali Khamenei, the supreme leader of Iran, coming out and saying that Israel's days are their last days are remaining here. So they're basically threatening to remove them off the map is kind of what that means, at least to me. But let me know what you think down below. That's going to be it for this update. As soon as more information comes out, I will definitely update all of you. I'm sure something's going to happen here over the next few days or the beginning of next week. So share your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. If you got something out of this video, please smash that like button. And also, if you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing down below. Hit the notification bell, that way YouTube can notify you. And with that, I hope y'all have a great day. Everybody take care and God bless. We'll see you in the next one.